What's up, beautiful people? Thank you for joining your boy Marquise on another episode of Buy That Toy. This past weekend was Father's Day weekend, and I got the pleasure to go out to the Saline County Comic Book Expo for Father's Day. Take a look around with me, and let's see what we find out there. Oh man, look at the Turks, look at the Turks. Werewolf Leo, Vampire Donnie. I want that guy so bad. I just like the way that looks, so sweet. So dope, so dope. $5 Funkos. You never go wrong with a $5 Funko. So much cool stuff.
Yes. So
That's a Dawn Repro. Okay. Release.
if you see any of the bonds that you want, and they say 25.
Star Cone. Scorpionaut. Triptychon. All of these look good, dude. All of
These two are the ultimates, so they didn't come in boxes. But I have the slip covers for all of. This is the complete line of the Classics Filmation.
These look so good.
And then this one, and this one. Those are the PowerCon exclusives.
Which ones?
Spike Ore, Chopper, and then these two. Those are the PowerCon exclusives.
They look amazing. I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm going to make my lap and determine how much money I'm gonna spend over here. If that's fair.
No, I get it.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet, so sweet. Nice. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the show, the Saline County Comic Book Expo. It's a smaller con that takes place right outside of Little Rock, Arkansas, but it's a fun con. It's one of the things that I go to annually, and it typically takes place on Father's Day weekend, and it's normally a good time. This past weekend, the weather was a little bit wonky. It started raining like crazy out of nowhere, and there's been all kinds of stuff going on, so there were not a ton of people there. There are normally more people there, but I definitely hope that the vendors made their money and had a good time. But let's get into some pickups and let me show you guys what I got. All right, so I'm gonna start with some of the lower things that I got, right? So one of the first things that I picked up, or actually it was one of the last things, but one of the first things I'll show off are these cool little coasters that I got. I saw a vendor that was doing 3D prints, and he had Punisher coaster, the Spider-Man Venom coaster, and then a Jurassic Park coaster. And he had another one of these, and you know, just supporting a local vendor. I thought that these things were pretty cool. thought, sure, I'll get a couple of coasters and have them around the house just for when I'm having a beverage or something like that. So they look pretty cool. Just wanted to support one of the local vendors that was there, so I grabbed a couple of those. Now, when you go to these shows, one of the fun things to do to me is always to go through the little bins, right? You've got comic books that they're always selling for $1 or $2, where stores are just trying to empty their inventory. And they've got a ton of little figures and stuff as well that they're trying to get rid of. So sometimes you can find some deals. Well, I found a couple of guys who were getting rid of some books that they had, and I dug around and there were a couple of dollar books. And when I start digging through those bins, all I'm looking for is covers. Sure, if I can complete some sets of some lines that I'm reading, I'll get them. But I'm just looking for covers and artworks, maybe things that I can display on the wall, something like that, fill in some of this space back here. So these are a couple of books that I got. So I got this Demon Days Cursed Web #1 variant cover. It looks like that's Mystique on the cover. I'm pretty sure that that's Mystique. I love the way that was drawn on, so I grabbed that bad boy. She looks pretty good. Moon Knight. I really like that cover for some reason. It's not a whole lot to it. It's just black and white, but that cover just looks sweet to me. It just did something to me. So again, $1, Moon Knight varied edition #1. I'll take it. This is some of the best artwork in the game to me, man. Spider-Punk. A Spider-Punk #2 and #4 from, well, this is from Arms Race. I don't know what run. Oh, both Arms Race. So look at the art on that, man. It just pops off the page. So I love seeing that. So definitely grab those two. I picked this one up. I'm almost positive that I've already got this one in my collection. Didn't care. $1, Death of the Venomverse. I don't even know who that is on the cover, but I just like the way that it looks. Check that out. So that looks pretty cool to me. So I wanted that one. And then I got this Black Panther Blood Hunt, one of the part 1 of 3 from the Black Panther run. So we'll look to complete that at some point. Again, just thought that was sweet. Look at Black Panther with the blood and stuff all on his face. So that was dope. And also I found this. I don't even know what particular comic this is. Mosley. It's like a foil cover, as you can see, and it just looks cool. So I'm gonna crack this bad boy open and read it. It's issue 1, and if it's good, we'll track some stuff down and try to read those things. So yeah, bought a couple of $1 books, so that was good. Definitely enjoyed those. All right, so we got some other things. So I'm walking through the con and I see one of my favorite booths. It was the same guys that I've seen before, and they've got some things that I really enjoy. And no, well, I'm gonna get to that later. Let's go here first before I start talking about one of my favorite booths, because they come every year. So let me talk about something else that I found. Where is it at? And we're back. All right, so I found it. So I'm walking through the con and I'm hanging out talking to some guys at another table. And my daughter is there and she goes to this booth, my daughter and my girlfriend, and they check out this booth. And we meet this really nice guy. His name is Norman, with Eldritch Productions LLC. So I'm gonna hold this card up, Eldritch Production, QR code on the back, information and everything like that. So he has this great game called the Souvenir Ink. I think I'm saying that right. I think I'm reading that text right. Souvenir Ink. So this is basically like a memory match game, but there are additional rules where the cards can do different things and have different powers and things of that nature. In addition to creating this game right here, he's got a whole world that he's building with a character and basically a side scroller platforming style game. He said it's kind of like a Castlevania style game. He was telling the narrative and telling the story about what's going to be happening in the world and the characters. I don't want to try to retell the story because I'll bastardize it and mess it up. But he was a very nice guy. He's got a comic book that's coming out, I believe he said in October around Halloween. Man, go check him out. This right here, Eldritch Productions, QR code, website. Yes, I'm showing it off because the game was fun. My daughter was having fun playing it. So we definitely bought the game to support. We'll be playing that on family game night. But go check him out, man. Great information going on there. So we met him. So, okay, back to some of my toy pickups. So yeah, in addition to meeting him, I saw something else at a particular site that I really wanted. Now, I've been seeing guys post these Robo-Skull figs online for quite some time. And this was my first time getting to buy them. So I got the Red Shadows Jungle Wolf Trooper. Look at there. And then I got some Assassination Skeletons. So I'm pretty stoked to have these things. These things look amazing. I'm definitely gonna have to open these guys up and take them off card. The cards look dope. It's the first time I've had a card in a while that I actually might want to keep. I low-key kind of want to keep these on card just because, look at that on the back. I don't know, who knows? I don't know, maybe we'll open this guy up and keep this one on card. Maybe I should have bought two. I almost bought two and I decided not to at the last minute. Darn, I might have messed up. But these things, I've seen them online before. They've got that Robo-Skull, the big ship. I've seen that. That thing looks dope. I think this is like a recreation of some older figs that came back out in the 70s or 80s or something like that. I'm not too familiar with them, but seeing them online and seeing them in person, they look dope. I'm glad to have these. So very excited to have that. All right. So a couple of other things that I got. So I got me G.I. Joe. This is the, I believe, Target exclusive Cobra Viper. And even though they're reprinting this thing, I didn't even realize he was coming back out on the retro card. I really like this one because of some of the deco that he's got going on. He's got his backpack with the Cobra insignia and stuff like that. And I saw this fig and I just really like it. Like, you know how when you go places and you look at certain things, some stuff just sticks with you. I saw this, I walked away from it, and I kept thinking about it, I was like, man, just go ahead and buy the fig. You know what you wanted, buy it. So I bought it. I'm pretty excited to have this guy. I'm gonna crack him open, getting on the G.I. Joe shelf real soon, man. I think I really love the Cobra Trooper figures. They just look really good. They come with a lot of accessories, the robots, the bats, all of those things. So love them, grab that. From that same booth, got a pretty sweet deal. So I grabbed me a Kylo Ren figure. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, but I love me some Dark Side. Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, Darth Maul. I love those guys. So if I can pick them up at a cheap price, maybe give me a little, Darth Vader, Moff Gideon shelf going on, maybe I'll do something like that at some point. But got him at a really good deal, so we picked him up. We'll throw him in the bin for now. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to crack him open. I'm not in the Black Series of Star Wars at all, but I'm glad to have that guy. And then I also grabbed me Mundo Gecko NECA. So yeah, I've been looking at this figure and just love Mundo. Wanted a representation of him for the TMNT shelf. Like that NECA fig, so we'll get him stood up and on the shelf. So I'm very happy to have that guy. I don't even remember who this little turtle dude is. Well, let me see if they tell us on the back. No. Yeah, Mr. X. Is that Mr. X? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that other figure is. Maybe it's something from the cartoon series, I forgot. But I think when Mundo Gecko came out, everybody loved Mundo. So we picked up Mundo. We're going to get him opening on the shelf pretty soon, too. So great deal on that Mundo Gecko. Love that. And so these are the two retro things that I got that I really love. So I went to the con telling myself that if I got the opportunity, I was definitely going to buy some Battle Beasts. And lo and behold, I found a couple as I was leaving. Now, in my excitement, I saw one of my favorite Battle Beasts and bought it, which is the kangaroo. So it's the kangaroo with the little punchy fist. But I completely forgot that I found this guy a while back and he's already on my shelf. That's okay, because I got another one. This was one of my favorite Battle Beasts as a kid. I used to love to have him fighting some of my other ones. So I'm very happy to have gotten another one. I didn't pay a lot for it, so I'm cool with that. And I also got this, I'm gonna call him a Jaguar because he makes me think of the Jacksonville Jaguars, even his deco. So, I'm a Jags. If you don't know, I'm a diehard Jacksonville Jaguars fan. So then we got this guy. So I got me two Battle Beasts. Pretty stoked about that. I guess we might part with one of these guys. No point in me having two kangaroos, or maybe I'll see if I can trade them with somebody else and get one that I don't have. All right. And the last thing that I got at the con was this. Now, I've also told myself that I was looking for some old school Kenner stuff. Like I said, I've been talking about that Kenner stuff that was marketed towards kids that shouldn't have been marketed towards kids because it was all adult themed. Well, I found me a carded Swamp Thing, and yeah, this is dope. This is camouflage Swamp Thing with the vine snare, and it's carded. The card actually still looks pretty good. Of course, there's natural wear and tear on the card. You can see it's bent at the edges and stuff like that. But for all intents and purposes, the card is okay. So again, got this thing at a pretty good deal. This will not be coming off card. This is going to be hung up on the wall for a while. Very stoked to have this one. You can soak him in warm water, as you can see, and he'll change colors. Is that warm or cold water? Ice water. And he'll change colors. So I'm pretty stoked about that, man. I would love to see if I could find this snare arm Swamp Thing. I would like him. I'd love to have him on card. That would be pretty good. Cool. That was one of my favorite Swamp Thing figures as a kid. This glow in the dark one looks sweet. So maybe we'll get that one day. I never had any of the Unmen, but you know, maybe we'll find him throughout this journey. But yeah, pretty stoked to find him. Got this at a pretty good deal. So yeah, I think that concludes what I got at the expo. Had a great time. It's always fun to hunt and just sit back and enjoy yourself. So man, thank you for tuning in. Let me pause and interject. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bells on. We appreciate you for interacting and you know, just coming with me on this toy hunting journey, man. Let me know what you think of the pickups, anything you like, dislike, or whatever, or if you're interested in a little kangaroo battle beast, man. Thank you for joining me, man. Until next time, peace.